we're gonna tell June what you found here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hi June, my name's John. Talk to you on the phone. Couple of notes here. Roof on the house in the garage looked good. Roof on the house, it's a second story, so I did not get on it, but I did a visual inspection. It's ridge vented, can vented, gable vented, so that's good to go. It is about the middle of its life cycle, and there are 2 layers on the roof. So the next time you have to re-roof it, both layers have to come off, so it's going to cost a little more. The fascia and soffit look great. That tells me that the house is properly vented. There is a large wasp nut on the northeast corner, be careful. Electric meter on the outside, there's tape around it, which leads me to believe that it was leaking at one time. That definitely has to be taken care of by a licensed electrician. Not a big deal, just needs to be fixed. Siding and trim look great on the house. There are some areas where it's normal maintenance. They look like there might have been some leaking at one time, but all in all, it's in good shape. Trim around the windows is in good shape. There's a pipe and a line coming into the house and goes out to the garage, an electrical line. We have no idea what it's for. My guess is at one time they might have had a generator here. So that needs to be disconnected. There's a little bit of sign of water damage on the west side of the house near the deck, but it's just normal maintenance issues. The deck is dangerous. It needs to be removed and rebuilt. It shouldn't be stepped on now. The railings are bad. Everything about the deck is wrong. It was installed incorrectly. It's not flashed correctly. It's very dangerous. So that needs to be fixed. Actually, just torn down and redone. There's some trees overhanging in the house, need to be trimmed. I have several companies in town who can trim them for you. Just a basic maintenance issue. The steps, of course, are dangerous to the deck. The chimney's in great shape. It's capped. It's got a spark screen on it. All the windows are vinyl. They look fairly new within the last 5 years. The door walls aren't new, but they're functional. You're missing one screen on one of the windows, and both screens to the door walls are missing. The garage, of course, you know that somebody backed into it and tore up the block and the door and everything. That all needs to be fixed. Really not that big of a deal. So you have to get somebody to do that. There's a window pane missing on the east side that needs a new window, whole new frame and window frame. The roof of the garage is not vented. It's in great shape, but it's not vented. I would recommend venting it. It'll make the shingles last a lot longer. Like I said, there's power outside. Looks like they might have had an old generator. That needs to be checked. I would also like to see in the garage all electrical outlets be GFCI, ground fault indicators, because there's usually moisture in the garage, snow in the wintertime. It's just a safety issue. The disposal's okay on the sink. Of course, you know the cabinets and the countertops are in kind of rough shape, but you know that already. There's no shut off on the gas stove or on the gas dryer. We really need a shut off on these issues, on these items. I already talked to Eric about it. Let's see. Carbon monoxide testers and the smoke detectors, they're not hardwired. They look like they're all battery operated. They need batteries changed before you even think about moving in here. I'm big on that. Change them twice a year. My rule of thumb is New Year's Day and 4th of July Day. Whether the batteries are bad or not, change them. Because they are not hardwired. If you lost power, they would not work. So, let's see. The dishwasher is not working. It's working, but it's on its last legs. It needs to be replaced. All the lighting in the house and the electrical panel, everything looks good. Tested all the outlets, tested all the switches. They're in good shape there. There are no GFIs in the kitchen, which is an issue. We need to get those changed out because there's water and electricity do not mix. GFI is a ground fault indicator switch. If it ever came in contact with water, it kicks the breaker and turns the power off. There's no fan in the main bathroom on the main floor, no venting fan. It's important that we have one there to get rid of the moisture. which leads to mold and so on and so forth. It's a lot healthier environment. I think that's the major issues here at the house, so it's really the deck.
Oh, we were gonna talk,
Oh,
we didn't talk
yeah.
about the big one.
No, we didn't.
He didn't want, he didn't want to tell you.
There's quite a bit of mold in the basement. Eric's got pictures of it. It looks like we isolated the problem. It's not a major issue. It looks like at one time the washing machine was leaking. Of course, it's behind the washing machine. Nobody noticed it, but the ceiling in the basement has actual mold growing on it. There's mold on the wall. So that one room in the basement has to be completely gutted, everything clean. Now I'm going to call it a mold-like substance because I'm not a mold remediator contractor. I'm actually doing this as a favor to you guys. I know it's mold, but I can't tell you it's mold because I'm not certified in that. Doesn't look like a big deal. It needs to be cleaned. The drywall needs to be taken down. The carpeting needs to be removed. I'm sure you're going to do that anyhow. Further inspect it to see if it's gone any farther than what Eric and I think it's gone. There's going to be some cost involved, but I think we've isolated the issue, and I don't think I don't think you're going to have a problem once it's fixed. But we've got pictures and everything for it. Furnace works great. Hot water heater works great. I would like the furnace cleaned. It was installed in '08, so it's time for a good cleaning. Other than that, this is a great place. You got great pressure at the well. All in all, it just is, besides the 2 or 3 major issues that we have, this is a great place. So.
All right, thank you, John.
You bet.
And based on your explanation of it's mold, but I can't say it's mold, I think we should nominate you for Treasury Secretary.
Well, I'm a politician at heart.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not licensed, so I can't.
I know, I appreciate that.